Good afternoon everyone and welcome to New York City. I'm currently here in Times Square and today is day one of my 8-day trip to New York City, and on today's video I'm going to be sharing my first impressions of New York City. Well, slightly. I have been here before, but it's been 4 years since I was last here in New York City, so I'm going to be sharing my new first impressions of the city. I've got so many activities planned. The itinerary is very, very full and I'm so incredibly excited. Of course, as I'm sure you'll all know, Times Square is the postcard image of New York City, and to be honest, I expected it to be a little bit more crowded. I think when I visited in the past, it's been around sort of either in the summer, so obviously really busy in the summer, or around the time of like New Year's, Christmas. So of course, again, it's going to be understandably very busy. So it's not as crowded as I thought it would be, but of course you've got the entertainment, you've got people wanting photos, there's energy, it's lively. I just love this city so much and I can't even put into words how excited I am to be back in New York City. So what I'm going to do now is grab some lunch. It's around 2:30 and after a very long day of travelling, yeah, I'm in need of a classic New York bagel, so that's what I'm going to go and get now. One thing I've noticed instantly from being back here in New York City is the impact it has on all of your senses. Your sight, your hearing, your smell, it just heightens all your senses because there's so much going on. I'm, reflecting on having not been here for 4 years and wow, if anything, a little bit overwhelming, I'll say. As a tourist coming back to a city like this with a lot going on. So for my first bagel here in New York City, I've come to Zucker's, as you can see behind me, but I'm not going to, in this vlog, go into too much detail about the bagel because I'm filming a separate video all about where you can find the best bagel here in New York City, so stay tuned for that video. But I'm gonna go grab one. I'm not too sure of the fillings yet, you'll have to wait and see in that video. Thank you. So I've just been spending the last 20-25 minutes sat down here in Bryant Park enjoying my delicious bagel from Zucker's. If you're eager to see what it looked like, how much it cost, all those sorts of things, then make sure to check out that video when it goes out. It should be out very, very soon. But yeah, it was absolutely delicious. So I've just been sitting down now enjoying that. But what I'm going to do now is head up to Central Park, see how far I can get into the park before it gets dark. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get to the start of the park, and then yeah, I'll keep walking for about half an hour and then it will probably be dark at that point. What's also really nice is that coming to New York City in January means that you avoid all the tourists that come for the holidays, that come for all the Christmassy sort of things, but the city still maintains the sort of Christmas vibe, the decorations, just a sort of like, yeah, post-Christmas, New Year kind of vibe. It keeps that into January and I think into February as well, with the ice skating, as you can see behind me. Ice skating is an activity I'm going to be doing this week here in New York as well. So yeah, if you're looking to avoid sort of the holiday crowds here in New York, I'd highly recommend visiting in January or February. Okay, so it's starting to get dark and very, very cold now. My hands are absolutely freezing. I do have some gloves and a hat and a scarf, but I left them in my hotel room for some stupid reason. So it is getting quite cold and I'm getting quite cold in myself. So I'm going to do, have a quick walk around Central Park. I've just reached the start of the park now, so there's enough light for it to be safe for me to sort of walk around for the next 20 minutes or so. As soon as I walk into Central Park, and just combined with it being sort of still wintry, cold weather, I just automatically think of Home Alone. It's one of my, if not my favourite Christmas films. And I know it's January, I know it's past Christmas now, but I just get this sense of Home Alone when I walk into Central Park. It's such a big part of the film, of course. So yeah, I know the park is huge, I know I've only just walked into it, but so far I really like it. When I was here in 2019, I did walk from the bottom to the top of Central Park, and it took a very, very long time. But I'd like to do that walk again because it was a very pleasant walk, even though it was very long. But yeah, it's quite quiet, so I'm going to enjoy walking around. I've just walked a little bit further into the park and I've come across Wallman Ice Rink, which is the ice rink that I'm going to be going to later next week. And I'm very excited because it's where Home Alone, that famous shot where they're ice skating in Home Alone, was filmed. And it looks like a really nice rink. Let me show you behind here, I think you can see it. It looks like a really nice big rink. So I'm excited. I haven't gone ice skating for a very, very, very long time, so I'll probably be pretty awful. But yeah, I'm excited. It's so nice just being sat here in the park at this time of the day. It's quietening down, people are going for walks, I've seen people go for a run as well. It's such a unique park. I've truly never been to a park like it in the world. In the summer it's thriving, people play baseball, basketball, it's very, very busy, and then in sort of the winter time it's more peaceful, it's quiet, people go for like a stroll, for runs, and it's nice to experience it in sort of different times of the year. The last time I was here I experienced it in the summer, and now I'm experiencing it in the winter. But yeah, it has to be one of my favourite parts of the city. So I've actually ended up doing a little loop around the pond and the Wallman Ice Rink. So if you've only got 20-30 minutes to walk around Central Park, this little loop around is more than enough time to basically see the start of the park, and yeah, see the ice rink and the famous rock that's just over there that you can see in Home Alone as well. So yeah, if you've only got 20-30 minutes, definitely recommend doing that little loop. Okay, so I'm now back at my hotel. I just made it in time. It started to absolutely tip it down about 2 minutes before I was back at my hotel, so I sprinted back, but I'm here now, and I'm gonna have a very, relaxed, quiet evening. I'm going to do a bit of work, I'm going to finish the rest of my bagel from earlier, so I'm going to end the vlog there. I hope you've enjoyed day one here in New York, my first impressions of New York City. It's been really fun to, walk around the city, explore it, and reminisce on, I guess, the previous times that I've been here to New York. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Smash a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you've got any views on New York, any opinions. Have any of you guys visited before, or would you like to visit one day? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you for the next video.